Time, as we understand it, is a river with a source and a destination, a beginning where all matter and energy sprang into being, and an eventual end where stars fade, galaxies drift apart, and entropy consumes all. This framework shapes the way we think about existence, history, and the universe itself. Yet what if that understanding is wrong? What if time, space, and the cosmos are not linear, but eternal, without a true beginning and without a final end? Imagine a universe that is self-sustaining, cyclical, or infinite, a cosmos that simply exists, with no creation event and no terminal collapse, where past and future fold into one another, and existence is an unbroken continuum. To consider such a universe is to confront the limits of human comprehension, to step into a realm where cosmology, philosophy, and imagination merge, and to face a reality that defies everything we think we know. To grasp the concept, start with what is familiar, the cycles we observe in nature. Day follows night, the seasons rotate, oceans rise and fall with tides, and life itself follows a pattern of birth, growth, decay, and renewal. Now scale this rhythm to the cosmos. Stars are born from clouds of gas, burn brightly for millions or billions of years, and collapse into remnants that seed the next generation of stars. Galaxies collide, form, and reshape themselves in endless cosmic dances. Yet even these cycles seem finite, beginning with a cloud of matter and eventually fading into darkness. But what if this pattern itself is an illusion, a temporary snapshot of a universe that has always existed and will always exist in some form, endlessly regenerating, endlessly evolving, without a singular point of origin or ultimate conclusion? Modern cosmology provides glimpses that hint at such a possibility. While the Big Bang is often presented as the beginning of everything, some models suggest it may be merely a transition, a phase in a larger, eternal system. Cyclic cosmologies propose that the universe undergoes repeated expansions and contractions, a cosmic heartbeat without beginning or end. Other theories posit a quantum vacuum that constantly fluctuates, generating universes in a multiverse, where energy and matter are neither created nor destroyed, only transformed. Even Einstein's equations allow solutions where time is not linear, where the arrow of entropy can be reversed, and where the universe has no ultimate origin. If this challenges your understanding of reality, imagine where the next layer of inquiry will take us, and subscribe to continue exploring, because the journey into an eternal cosmos is only beginning. The philosophical weight of an infinite, beginningless, and endless universe is staggering. If the cosmos has no origin, then existence itself may not require a cause. Questions of creation, divine intervention, or ultimate purpose shift from the realm of necessity to the realm of observation and consciousness. If there is no first moment, every instant we perceive is both consequence and precursor, a single point in an eternal continuum. Time may be emergent, a construct of perception, or a feature of the universe that allows patterns to emerge within an infinite framework. In this context, life, intelligence, and civilization are not mere accidents of a beginning, but natural phenomena arising within an eternal, self-sustaining system. And yet, even if the universe is infinite, it is not static. Entropy still acts, matter still interacts, and energy still flows. Patterns emerge and dissolve, stars ignite and fade, civilizations rise and fall. Infinity does not imply uniformity. The universe could be endlessly creative, endlessly complex, filled with variation and possibility that stretches beyond comprehension. Perhaps somewhere, in a corner of eternal space-time, civilizations have endured for eons, evolving intelligence across infinite cycles. Perhaps the cosmic structures we observe, the filaments, voids, and clusters of galaxies, are patterns repeating across time scales beyond our perception, reflections of processes that have been ongoing for eternity. And if the thought of an infinite, living cosmos sparks wonder, follow along by subscribing, because the exploration of timeless existence will soon challenge every assumption you have about reality, causality, and meaning. Finally, consider the personal impact of such a universe. If there is no beginning and no end, then our lives, though fleeting, are connected to a continuum that transcends individual perception. Every thought, every action, every discovery becomes part of an unbroken chain, a fleeting note in an eternal symphony. The universe is at once indifferent, infinite, and awe-inspiring, and our consciousness is the tool through which we apprehend even a fraction of its complexity. To contemplate a cosmos without boundaries is to be humbled, to be inspired, and to realize that existence itself is far grander than any narrative of beginning or end could ever capture. If this vision ignites curiosity, subscribe and continue the journey, because the next part will dive into the consequences, paradoxes, and mind-bending possibilities of a universe that truly has no beginning and no end. If the universe has no beginning and no end, then every assumption we hold about causality, time, and the flow of events begins to unravel. In a cosmos without origin, the question of why anything exists at all loses its footing. Traditional cosmology ties existence to a singular creation event, the Big Bang, but in an eternal universe, there is no before or after, only an endless sequence of transformations and interactions. Imagine standing at the edge of time, only to realize that there is no edge, that past and future fold into one another, and that the very fabric of reality is a continuum that stretches infinitely in every direction. It is both liberating and terrifying, liberation from the constraints of origin, and terror at the realization that human perception, limited by the arrow of time, may never fully grasp the eternal. And if the enormity of this concept fascinates you, subscribe, because the journey into timeless existence will only deepen from here. Consider cycles on a cosmic scale. Stars ignite, burn, and die, creating heavier elements that seed new stellar generations. Galaxies collide, merge, and disperse, reshaping the architecture of the cosmos. In a universe without beginning or end, these processes have occurred countless times before the earliest epochs we observe, and they will continue infinitely beyond our comprehension. Life itself, emerging from chemistry and energy gradients, may be part of recurring cycles, rising and falling in countless iterations across space-time. Perhaps, civilizations arise, achieve cosmic mastery, and fade, leaving faint echoes or remnants that future intelligences may discover millions or billions of years later. The infinite nature of existence turns every event into a recurrence, every discovery into part of an eternal continuum, and every act of consciousness into a fleeting note in a cosmic symphony that never ceases. The paradoxes multiply when we consider the implications for entropy and thermodynamics. In a finite universe, entropy inexorably increases, leading to a heat death where no useful energy remains. Yet in a timeless, eternal cosmos, entropy might be cyclical, reset, or balanced by processes we cannot yet perceive. Stars could ignite anew from the remnants of prior galaxies, universes might collapse and expand in endless oscillation, and quantum fluctuations could perpetually generate new structures, energy, and complexity. In such a universe, death and decay are not final, but part of an eternal process of transformation. The cosmic machinery becomes not a linear trajectory toward cessation, but a perpetual dance of creation and destruction, infinitely repeating, infinitely varied. Philosophically, an eternal universe forces us to confront questions of meaning and agency. If the cosmos is infinite and unbounded, is life a fleeting anomaly or a natural product of eternal processes? Does consciousness matter in a universe that stretches endlessly, or is the very act of awareness a bridge between finite perception and infinite existence? Perhaps intelligence, civilization, and creativity are not singular achievements but recurring phenomena, echoing across cycles of cosmic time. Each act of understanding, every exploration, and every discovery becomes a contribution to an eternal narrative, a fleeting imprint in a continuum that transcends individual lifespans, species, and even civilizations. And if this perspective sparks awe, consider subscribing, because the next part will reveal the ultimate consequences, cosmic mysteries, and existential reflections of a universe without beginning or end. Finally, even the notion of space itself transforms. In a timeless universe, Boundaries may be illusions, dimensions may fold and overlap, and realities may intersect in ways we cannot yet model. Cosmic phenomena, black holes, dark energy, quantum fluctuations, might be part of an eternal scaffolding, the mechanics of a universe that has always existed and will always exist. Humanity, then, becomes a witness to one iteration of infinite cosmic patterns, observers of a reality that is both infinitely complex and intimately connected. Every discovery we make, every theory we construct, and every question we ask is part of a continuum that stretches beyond comprehension, linking us to a cosmos that is eternal, boundless, and full of mysteries that defy conclusion. As we peer into the vastness of a universe without beginning or end, the mind strains to comprehend its infinite expanse. Imagine, if you can, existence stretching in every direction, without origin and without conclusion, where time is not a river flowing from past to future, but a boundless ocean in which moments swirl, overlap, and interweave in patterns beyond human perception. In such a reality, every star, every planet, and every being is part of an eternal dance, a recurring cycle of creation, transformation, and dissolution. Our lives, though fleeting, are illuminated by the knowledge that consciousness itself emerges in a cosmos that has always been, and will always be, a tapestry of infinite complexity. And if this vision sparks wonder within you, consider subscribing, because the journey into eternity is far from over, and the mysteries we explore are only growing. The implications for life and intelligence are staggering. In a universe without a beginning or an end, civilizations may rise and fall countless times, not merely across galaxies, but across eons of existence beyond what we can observe. Perhaps life itself is an eternal phenomenon, recurring wherever conditions allow, never confined to a singular epoch or species. Perhaps the intelligence we value and strive to develop is only one instance in an endless series of conscious experiences. In such a cosmos, humanity is both ordinary and extraordinary. Ordinary in the sense that life may be endlessly emergent, extraordinary in the sense that our awareness allows us to perceive, reflect, and question the infinite patterns in which we exist. Each discovery, each act of understanding, becomes a fleeting yet profound note in a symphony that is played for eternity and will continue long after individual moments fade. Even the very nature of time transforms in this context. Without a beginning, questions of why and how lose their conventional meaning. There is no origin event, no ultimate cause to trace, only an eternal continuum in which events unfold and overlap. Past and future may exist, simultaneously in ways that defy human comprehension, creating a multidimensional tapestry of existence where all possibilities are realized, or at least have been realized countless times. Our perception of cause and effect becomes limited, revealing that reality itself may be more fluid and interconnected than any linear framework can capture. And if contemplating the fluidity of time and existence ignites awe, subscribing allows you to explore these concepts further, as the universe without boundaries offers endless mysteries to unravel. The philosophical implications are equally profound. In a cosmos without beginning or end, existential questions shift from creation and ultimate destiny to meaning, awareness, and the act of observation itself. Perhaps the significance of life, consciousness, and intelligence lies not in origin or finality, but in the capacity to perceive, to question, and to experience the eternal unfolding of reality. Every thought, every discovery, every act of curiosity becomes part of a continuum that transcends individual existence, a link in an infinite chain connecting consciousness across space and time. The universe, vast and unbounded, becomes a mirror for our own capacity for reflection, imagination, and wonder. Finally, consider the ultimate majesty of a universe without limits. Every galaxy, star, and planet is part of an eternal, self-sustaining system. Energy and matter flow, cycles repeat, and existence persists without the constraints of beginning or end. Humanity, in this context, is both ephemeral and significant, fleeting in the span of eternity, yet remarkable in our ability to recognize, understand, and marvel at the cosmos. Our lives and choices, though brief, resonate within an infinite continuum, a testament to consciousness itself. If the vision of such a boundless cosmos inspires awe, subscribe and continue the journey with us, because the questions we explore are as infinite as the universe itself, and the next revelation may challenge everything we think we know. And perhaps the greatest wonder of all is this: to exist in a universe without beginning or end is to participate in eternity itself, to witness cycles of creation and transformation beyond comprehension, and to recognize that consciousness, our ability to wonder, reflect, and question, is one of the most extraordinary phenomena in the cosmos. Every discovery, every insight, every moment of awe connects us to a boundless continuum that has always existed and will always continue, reminding us that the universe is more magnificent, more mysterious, and more eternal than we can ever fully grasp.